Hello, my True Blood fans. What a crazy episode this was. Season finales are always crazy on True Blood. Let's get right into it. First of all, Eric sees, drumroll please, Godric while he's laying there, frying next to Russell. And Godric tells him forgiveness is love and that Russell will receive true peace. So of course this makes Eric go off into a tangent about how he should make the king into a cement popsicle. I don't know where he got love equals popsicle. Little did he know that hot vampire was on the menu and that he himself would become a cement popsicle, but he got out of that. And you all know how mad I was at the possibility of Eric dying, so I wasn't happy when I thought it was going to end with Eric plunged into this cement vat. Then Russell forces Sookie to use her powers, and in true Power Discovery sci-fi TV show mode, she finally learns how to harness them out of anger, which is never a good starter. You should always do it when you're like level-headed. So she uses her powers and gets really mad at Russell, and then she goes and saves him because Bill and Eric are having their newlywed spat that those two always have. And I have to give kudos to the makeup crew on True Blood because his paper-mache Anakin Skywalker frosted flake face was nasty. It was so gross, and I loved every second of it so much. Sookie decides to throw away the Talbot smoothie that Russell's been carrying around down the garbage disposal, and that to me was like, ugh, that was uncalled for, but okay, if you want to throw some vampire down the disposal, you have every right to. It's a free country, Sookie. Sam finally told Tara he was a shapeshifter. It just wasn't a huge reveal, but I'm glad she knows. But this whole Tara has been fight or flight, so she's ready to fly away and do her own Napoleon Dynamite, do her own thing this season, and she more than deserves to get away from everything. Her and Sookie should just move away and never come back. And she cuts off her gorgeous hair into a reminiscent of Bailey in Grey's Anatomy mushroom cut, and her and Sookie have a moment, best friends, I love you, but I'm gonna leave you, and then Tara decides to drive away, and then we find out that Sam's brother stole his money again, so he goes and runs after him, and I wasn't a huge fan of the gun thing, because he's not going to shoot his brother, and I'm going to laugh if in a year I rewatch this and he did, because he either shot him like in the leg or in the shoulder. He's not going to kill his brother, but feel free to dispute me below. Hoyt receives an intervention True Blood style, which was like the funniest thing I've ever seen, and then he decides to move in with my favorite redheaded vampire, Jessica, which is amazing. I love those two together, except crazy mother-in-law is probably going to come after them, but unless you have silver bullets. Oh, I guess you would have silver bullets because the guy from the Fellowship of the Sun was on the plaster, which I loved, by the way. So yeah, I love those two together. They kind of remind me of an early Sookie and Bill, like all happy and now look where they are. Lafayette is straight out hallucinating. He calls his hot gay boyfriend to come over, and we find out that his boyfriend has been hiding more than a few skeletons in his closets. He's been hiding broomsticks because he's a witch. I didn't know witches could be on the show, but feel free to. It's Halloween's coming up, so if you want to don the witch hat and be Lafayette's boyfriend, great costume for this year. I was really disappointed that Arlette's baby, okay, that storyline didn't do anything. We've been hearing all this whole season about her thinking that it's a demon baby, and now it's not a baby, and she tried to have a miscarriage, it didn't work, and then the baby, nothing happened with that, so that was kind of a letdown. Let's get right to the real kicker of the night. We find out a huge revelation that everything that Bill did for Sookie in the first 2 episodes of True Blood history was a lie. He was hired by the Queen of Louisiana to procure Sookie and find more about her, and in true cliche style, he fell in love with her. I don't know how I feel about that, but all I have to say is retroactive continuity, party of one. Because they basically changed what happened, and I don't read the books. This is one of the few shows where I do try to separate myself, so I don't know if that was always a plan, but it just annoys me. But I don't really like Bill anymore, so I don't know how I feel about him being a D-bag and doing that to Sookie. Then the Queen and Bill duke it out, and only one will survive in True Blood style, but I have a feeling it's gonna be Bill, just because it's True Blood, and I really can't see the show without him. Plus, Anna Paquin and him are married, so I don't really see him going anywhere. In the end of the episode, Sookie disappears with her Tinkerbell family and goes away. So where her and Tara are, I do not know, and I don't think that Sam shot his brother. Bill's gonna survive, and Eric is still hot, and you know that the king is gonna come out next season, the king of Mississippi, Russell. So he ain't gonna be stuck in there forever. Come on. So that was it. This was a good episode. Let me know what you guys thought below, por favor. And also, quick note, I'm trying out some new things with my channel, so you're going to see a few changes in the next few weeks with my videos. I am going to be watching Boardwalk Empire next week and doing a review, so stay tuned for that. So leave your comments, tell me about the episode, please subscribe, and I will see you soon for my Boardwalk Empire review. Actually, recapping on time for like the first time. Oh, and kind of a, I cannot get through this review in one take. Being Russell a popsicle vampire. Popsicle. If you don't love Godric, go away, because you're not gonna like what I have to say. But I love Godric so much. That was harsh. It's not gonna go. Review for the first time on time ever. Yeah. Tripod just fell over.